Good morning, guys. So my topic today is Jehovah's Witnesses and magic. They never tell you that they believe in magic, but they do. And they are insanely superstitious. And they believe that any paranormal capability means that, like, basically Satan is really in you. You got this paranormal skill from Satan. But let's kind of break this down a little bit. Let's start like really technical. They won't believe in any kind of telepathy or somebody being so empathic that they can feel that somebody is very upset, or, the energy in the room just feels very scared or angry, or that, in the holiday season, it just feels good to walk around, not in a shopping place, but it just feels good to walk around during the Christmas season because everybody's like happy. Well, for the most part. In general, people are happy. It feels good to walk around people. Can't do it right now with COVID, but geez, man. They won't accept that concept. Oh, sugar. Y'all, I got that whole chronic illness thing. I lose track of what I'm saying really easy. So forgive me. But anywho, I think this is where I was going. They won't accept that. But even though they have no idea how radio waves work and how you take a radio wave, like, our voice can't make it that far. A radio wave alone can't make it that far. Well, maybe it can, but it doesn't mean anything. So how do you take a voice and a radio and you end up with such precise representation of the original sound, the original speech or song or note or pitch? You can hear the emotion, like it comes out to such a precise degree. Like data, little wires. This video right now, moving through that wire. Somehow or other, it gets packaged up, and this little piece of information goes down that wire and comes out with an exact representation. All the sound, all the color, all the waves, all the movements, all the exact representation. No idea how that works. It doesn't make sense, not to me, but it works. And we use that technology. It's not magic. Move that to wireless devices. I'm recording this right now on my phone. When I upload it, it's going to be on my phone. How does that invisible thing get to a satellite and then back down to somebody's computer or phone or tablet or whatever and come back out with such an exact representation? Moving out of the technology, any matronly person in the Kingdom Hall would be more than happy to tell a stressed mother, honey, you're not going to console that baby as long as you're stressed out, because they can feel it. If you want, I'll hold that baby so he can calm down and you can calm down. And then by the time you're ready to go home, he'll be happy to sleep. They're more than happy to tell you that. They're more than happy to accept it. They're more than happy to believe it with every fiber of their being, to the point where they're offering that, calm demeanor to help calm the baby to other people. However, they do not accept when you start bringing up the topic that we are running our entire minds, our language, our emotion, our motility, like everything in our body is running off of electricity, energy, chemicals, hormones, all that. It's coming from somewhere. It isn't a miracle. There's science behind it. They can look at a scan of your brain and find where you're trying to move your arm, or what part of your brain is active when you are scared or happy or sad or confused. But the moment you take that, you can't calm a baby if you're upset because they can feel it, because they're feeling all of that science going on. You can't take that concept and extrapolate it out to, maybe some people don't outgrow this. Maybe we aren't supposed to outgrow it. But but society and fear and religion pull it out of our conscious mind. I don't think psychic abilities are necessarily psychic or magic. Maybe to a point it is, and there's some people that have like legit skills. I don't know. I've never experienced that. But if it's built into babies, why wouldn't it be built into people? Why wouldn't it be built into adults? Why aren't they allowed to talk about this? Why do they shut down when you bring up this topic? And then when you start looking at the theory of gravity, it isn't just like you drop an apple on somebody's head and they fall down and go boom. Like, the theory of gravity says that, an object moves the space and time around them. When you look at the full theory of gravity, not just like falls down and go boom, to a Jehovah's Witness, it would sound like magic. Like, you can take a basic concept, and when you actually look at the part that they don't understand, they get scared. And that is very interesting to me. It's so easy to make them turn tail and run. And all you have to do is know something that they don't. And that is so bizarre to me. Like, why wouldn't you be able to sit next to somebody who's in like deep sorrow or who is like seethingly angry and feel that? And with the concept that matter and energy, neither matter or energy can be created or destroyed. So when we have that energy that comes off from, the active parts of the brain when you're feeling or doing or processing information or trying to remember something, or your brain is innately working through its own memories. Like, how are memories stored? It's like, we can't explain that, but we respond to the things around us based on our mind reaching back to past experience. How should I respond? Like, you might not be upset about a dog barking until you get bit or something, and then the next time you hear a dog bark, you're scared, at least for a second, and you don't even want to be. It could be your own darn dog. But that's how your mind is working. And we don't know how memories work, but you can't talk about these things with people. Not with Jehovah's Witnesses. Because they're so scared of messing up. They're so scared of crossing into demonic territory. And I'm kind of going all over the place. I don't script this stuff, obviously. But like, if we're working off all this stuff going on, and it's measurable by science, and energy can neither be created or destroyed. And if we're extremely angry, and we inherently have an energy field, it sounds like woo-woo science, but it's not. I mean, energy doesn't just stay contained or else we'd implode. Yeah, like, why would energy stay contained in you? Like, you're like, everything going on up here, your brain would probably explode if it was just like all up here all the time, just flying around. Like, energy can neither be created or destroyed. So where does it go? Why can't we sense it? How does that chemical and the hormones that you give off break down in the environment around you? Is it really woo-woo science that, you know, we can probably create a robot with the technology that we have right now that can read brainwaves and respond to it and do things? That's the level of technology that we have right now. So if we can do that, is it really such a leap? Like, if it's physical enough that technology can respond to it, is it really such a reach that people can? And if it's real enough that technology can respond to it, and it can neither be created or destroyed, where does it go? It's like the butterfly effect. I know maybe somebody thinks I'm rambling, but to me this is like a real thing. And I've been kind of like delving into this theory and really thinking on it for a while now. And, you know, I feel like this world is a lot more interconnected than we were allowed to give it credit to be. We are a lot more capable and intelligent and sensitive than we were allowed to be. And it may or may not matter to you. But as someone with like a whole world out here to explore, I want to explore all the options. I want to explore all the information. And then whatever I decide to do with it, if I decide to do with it, you know, go from there. If somebody is telling you to be scared of yourself, especially while their logic is that, you know, you want well-rounded knowledge, but if they're trying to fit you into a box, like when you want a well-rounded experience and you want to live your whole life and make these decisions, we have to think about that when we pick the people that we allow to tell us anything about ourselves. When we look at religion and leadership and belief systems and faith systems, it's like, I don't know how much I believe in, you know, the entire world of magic, but I think there's a lot more to it than we've, in general, been able to consider as a society. Let alone the cherry-picked stuff that goes into the box that is the Jehovah's Witness land. And I find this really interesting. So if you guys want to chat, let's chat. In the comments, I'm going to get into work. You guys have a good one.